The CV90 infantry fighting vehicle has emerged as one of the most successful armored platforms of the modern era, establishing itself as the standard tracked IFV across much of Northern Europe. Designed by BAE Hägglunds in Sweden in the early 1990s, it has become a benchmark in armored mobility, combining modularity, adaptability, and the capability to operate in the harsh Scandinavian environment. Its story is not merely one of technological achievement, but also of strategic foresight, reflecting the defense priorities, military doctrines, and geographic realities of the nations that have adopted it. Each country in the region, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and more recently Finland, has developed and tailored its CV90s in ways that mirror their unique operational needs, proving that a common platform can serve divergent military philosophies while maintaining a coherent identity. The CV90's origins are rooted in Sweden's necessity to replace its aging fleet of armored personnel carriers and early-generation infantry fighting vehicles, particularly the BMP-1. The Swedish army sought a platform capable of surviving and maneuvering through dense forests and freezing landscapes, delivering substantial firepower while safeguarding its crew against evolving anti-tank threats. The resulting vehicle, known as the Stridsfordon 90 or Strf 9040, was fitted with a 40mm autocannon, a significant step up from the 25 to 30mm armaments common among NATO IFVs of that era. This powerful weapons system allowed the CV90 not only to engage light armored vehicles but also to threaten low-flying helicopters and fortified positions, establishing a new benchmark for what a northern IFV should be. It was clear from the outset that Sweden envisioned its IFVs as frontline combat platforms rather than merely troop carriers. Over time, Sweden modernized its fleet with improved sensors, night vision systems, and enhanced armor, ensuring the CV90 remained a credible battlefield asset. Sweden's philosophy has always been straightforward: it is better to operate fewer but more lethal vehicles capable of independent action under severe conditions. This approach emphasizes survivability, firepower, and adaptability, aligning with Sweden's defense doctrine, which focuses on maintaining credible deterrence in a relatively small but well-trained force. The Swedish CV90 set a precedent for other nations in the region, demonstrating that a domestically designed, purpose-built IFV could outperform generic alternatives when optimized for local environmental and operational requirements. Norway followed suit in the late 1990s, acquiring the CV90-30N variant. Unlike the Swedish model, Norway's version was equipped with a 30mm Bushmaster 2 autocannon, adhering to NATO standards for ammunition and logistics. While this gun did not match the raw destructive power of the Swedish 40mm Bofort cannon, it enabled Norway to integrate seamlessly with alliance operations, benefiting from shared supply chains and interoperability. Norway also invested heavily in upgrading vehicle electronics, armor, and communications systems. The CV90-30N became a digitally connected node within the Norwegian approach to modern warfare, allowing the platform to act as part of an integrated network. Combat experience in Afghanistan tested the vehicle under real conditions, where Norwegian CV90s were fitted with extensive armor packages to counter improvised explosive devices and rocket-propelled grenades. These adaptations emphasized flexibility and survivability rather than pure firepower, highlighting Norway's strategy of integrating its small army into NATO operations in challenging northern and expeditionary environments. Denmark represents yet another evolution in the CV90 lineage. Its CV90-35DK, acquired in the mid-2000s, is equipped with the 35mm Bushmaster 3 autocannon. This armament strikes a balance between Sweden's emphasis on heavy firepower and Norway's focus on alliance standardization. The 35mm gun provides enhanced armor penetration capabilities and can fire advanced airburst munitions, making it versatile against drones, infantry in cover, and light armor alike. Denmark's long-term commitment to tracked IFVs, reflected in its recent orders for new CV90s in 2024 to 2025, demonstrates a sustained investment in mechanized capability despite the relatively small size of its army. For Denmark, the CV90 is an essential asset for mechanized brigades, enabling coordination with Leopard 2 tanks and providing NATO with a dependable heavy ground force. This approach underlines the Danish doctrine that a single platform should be capable of performing across multiple theaters, from European defense to expeditionary operations in the Middle East. Finland is the most recent Scandinavian adopter of the CV90. Traditionally, Finnish land forces have relied heavily on wheeled armored vehicles such as the Patria AMV, which offered mobility across the country's vast forests and lake-strewn terrain. Finland also maintained older tracked IFVs, including the BMP-2, which increasingly appeared outdated in the context of modern warfare. The acquisition of the CV90-35 Mark IV reflects a strategic desire to complement the AMV fleet with a heavily protected tracked platform. The Mark IV variant features a digital architecture backbone, incorporating active protection systems and advanced fire control capabilities. For Finland, the CV90 is not intended to replace wheeled vehicles but to provide shock action and survivability in high-intensity combat scenarios. This dual approach balances mobility and protection, leveraging domestic industrial capacity while relying on proven Scandinavian designs. Comparing these four national approaches highlights the CV90's remarkable versatility. Sweden prioritizes raw firepower and survivability, producing independent fighter IFVs. Norway emphasizes NATO standards and digital integration, turning its CV90s into networked assets on the battlefield. Denmark occupies a middle ground, balancing firepower and adaptability to handle a range of threats. Finland integrates the CV90 with wheeled platforms, maximizing operational flexibility across challenging terrain. Despite these differences, the common thread remains: all four countries recognize the CV90 as optimally suited for cold, forested, and logistically demanding environments. Alternatives such as the German Puma or Rheinmetall Lynx exist, but Northern European militaries consistently favor the CV90 for its adaptability, cost-effectiveness, and proven operational record. The geography of Northern Europe demands more from IFVs than in other regions. Vehicles must operate in deep snow, endure extreme cold, and traverse dense forests and wetland terrain. Such conditions challenge heavier, less mobile platforms, necessitating robust engines, reliable tracks, and heating systems. The CV90 was designed with low ground pressure, durable suspension, and winterized systems, with climate adaptation as a design priority. This environmental suitability became a key selling point across the region, distinguishing the CV90 from competitors. By contrast, the German Puma, while technologically advanced, has faced reliability issues and higher costs, complicating large-scale deployment in Scandinavian conditions. The Lynx KF-41, although newer, lacks the operational pedigree of decades of CV90 service, limiting its immediate appeal despite its modern capabilities. Looking ahead, the CV90 faces both opportunities and challenges. The MkIV upgrade introduces modern features such as active protection systems, modular armor packages, and advanced situational awareness, ensuring the vehicle remains relevant against emerging threats, including drones, precision-guided munitions, and top-attack anti-tank weapons. Northern European nations are investing in these upgrades, aiming to keep the CV90 viable well into the 2030s. Simultaneously, the platform must compete with a new generation of IFVs such as the Lynx and potential next-generation designs, which promise increased automation and AI integration. The strategic question for planners in the region is whether to continue investing in CV90s for another 2 decades or begin preparing for a future transition to new platforms. Despite these considerations, the CV90's entrenched position across multiple armies, combined with its logistical and operational benefits, suggests it will remain the backbone of Scandinavian mechanized infantry for the foreseeable future. Its success story illustrates how a single vehicle platform can serve multiple doctrines, adapt to distinct geographies, and foster regional defense collaboration. The CV90's enduring relevance is not only technical but also symbolic, representing the shared roots and divergent paths of Northern European defense strategies. Sweden views it as a hammer, a powerful IFV meant to dominate engagements independently. Norway sees it as a node, a digitally integrated and flexible component within NATO operations. Denmark treats it as a versatile workhorse, balancing firepower and expeditionary potential. Finland complements wheeled platforms with the CV90, achieving a balance between mobility and survivability. Ultimately, the same chassis manifests as four distinct solutions, each shaped by national priorities. Much like the Leopard 2 tank became a common European main battle tank with multiple variations, the CV90 has become the common IFV of the North. Its longevity demonstrates how a well-designed platform can accommodate differing doctrines, operational philosophies, and environmental challenges. Whether the CV90 continues to dominate in an era of drones and precision fires will depend on the effectiveness of national modernization efforts. For now, it stands as a symbol of Northern European defense cooperation and adaptation, a single vehicle embodying multiple identities shaped by necessity and divergent military philosophies. Its journey across Scandinavia is a testament to the enduring value of thoughtful design, strategic foresight, and the ability of a versatile armored platform to meet the evolving demands of modern warfare. The CV90 exemplifies the principle that a combat vehicle's value is not determined solely by its hardware but also by how it is integrated into the doctrines, strategies, and environments of its operators. Over the decades, it has proven that careful consideration of terrain, climate, and operational doctrine can yield a platform that is simultaneously specialized and flexible. Its service across Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and Finland underscores a critical lesson for modern militaries: adaptability, modularity, and environmental optimization are as crucial as firepower in determining a vehicle's long-term utility. By meeting the rigorous demands of Scandinavian forests, frozen plains, and expeditionary missions, the CV90 has set a high standard for tracked infantry fighting vehicles worldwide, establishing a benchmark that future generations of armored vehicles will have to meet or exceed. Even as the military landscape evolves, with emerging threats such as autonomous systems, networked warfare, and precision-guided munitions reshaping combat, the CV90 continues to offer valuable lessons. It illustrates the importance of designing with environmental resilience in mind, of aligning technological capability with strategic needs, and of building a platform that can be continuously upgraded to meet new challenges. In this sense, the CV90 is not merely an IFV but a case study in long-term defense planning, demonstrating how a single design can serve as the foundation for multiple operational philosophies while remaining relevant across decades of technological and tactical change. In conclusion, the CV90's prominence in Northern Europe is a reflection of thoughtful engineering, strategic alignment, and environmental suitability. Its adoption by multiple countries, each with distinct priorities, shows that a single platform can be molded to serve varied national doctrines while maintaining a common identity. The vehicle's continued modernization ensures its relevance in the 21st century, even as new technologies emerge and the nature of warfare evolves. For Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and Finland, the CV90 is more than a vehicle, it is a central element of national defense strategy, a shared foundation for mechanized infantry, and a symbol of regional cooperation. Its legacy underscores that successful military platforms are defined not only by their specifications but also by their adaptability, sustainability, and alignment with the operational realities of their users. The CV90 remains a testament to how foresight, design ingenuity, and practical application can create a vehicle capable of serving diverse doctrines, navigating challenging environments, and enduring across generations of modern warfare.